Last week I was in Flagstaff, Arizona for Overland Expo, and immediately upon arriving, after I parked my camper and set up, I noticed that there was a crack at the top of the door here. There's a crack right here. And so immediately after the expo, I had to leave Arizona to come home for a family emergency. And so I've been here a week. And so today I decided I was going to get this crack fixed. And I was going to call a fiberglass person, and what I wanted to do was move my camper out onto the street to get a flat and level so that, get a good look at everything. And when I pulled forward, after having been parked here for a week, the wheel chocks that I had on my wheel, one of them got stuck on the tire. It rolled around the tire and now has ripped a huge hole in my camper. For crying out loud. I don't know how this happens. Oh my God, it's just frustrating as hell. Now I can't get the wheel chock out. It's really lodged in there. Expletive, expletive, expletive. Man, this is so frickin' frustrating. I bought these cheap-ass wheel chocks at Camping World. Figures. I don't know how chalk sticks to a tire, but it's 9 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, this is just going to be a brilliant day.
Just gotta get them loose, and then we can start.
You mean there's one more kind of lug nut, more than just one kind?
Oh yeah. Especially for trailers.
Yeah, I would have guessed. I think I've seen bus is close.
It's really wedged in there, brother. Let's see.
I've got a hammer and a crowbar if you want it.
Well, I don't want to hit it too hard because
I've got a gun.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you so much.
So.
All right, good morning. It is now Thursday morning. Last time I spoke with you, it was Saturday morning. That was the morning of the dreaded incident. And what has happened since then, I had contacted someone to fix a crack in the door up there, and he was initially going to come by on Saturday, and then he flaked on Saturday. And then he had rescheduled for Tuesday. He's going to come over on Tuesday. But then on Monday morning he called and says, oh, you wanted to come over and do some prep work and do the work on the camper. And so I was like, okay, come over Monday morning. Within an hour he came over. He had two grinders, this really big, huge one and a small one. And he says the big one wouldn't fit into the wheel well and that he could only use a small one. But he didn't have the right heads for the small one, so he couldn't do any work on Monday. But anyway, here he is right now. We're going to get this going. We're going to do this.
God. I can fix that.
It's not even noon and we are done. So he sanded it down and put in new fiberglass and then sprayed it and gel coated it, and yeah, it's done. I mean, I'm kind of amazed actually. I'm very amazed. I'm just letting the paint dry. He said it would take about an hour and then I could like close the door and put the tire back on. He says that the gel coat has a catalyst in it, so it'll dry fairly quickly, yeah. So I'll wait an hour, put the tire back on, and yeah, I guess that's it. Nightmare over, supposedly. It's been exactly 1 hour, so it seems pretty dry. Just giving a little feel up here, it's pretty dry. I think I'm going to put the tire back on at the very least, but clearly I am not at my mother's anymore. I'm on the Columbia River. I'm at a place called Celilo, and it's actually really beautiful here. It's a free camp spot, and yesterday it was practically empty, and today, because the weekend is about to begin, it's really filling in. But the last time I talked with you, it was about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, the camper is fixed, obviously. It's been about 3 weeks and it actually looks pretty good. I'm not sure if it looks $750 good, but it looks good. So it's fixed. It's solid, it doesn't have any holes in it. It's seaworthy, as they say. All right, let's talk. So I just wanted to give you a really quick update on what's going on. So, you know, I hate drama. Like, I just don't like a lot of drama. It just seems really contrived, and recently somebody very close to me passed away, and it's really thrown me for a loop, and so I haven't really posted any videos or anything because, well, basically I've just been spending a lot of time with family and friends and stuff, and yeah, I don't know if you've had anybody close to you pass away. Basically, for me, the only thing that has made this bearable is being with other people who loved Kelly. So, and that's what I've been doing mostly. One thing I've felt was a lot of anger, mostly at myself, because for about the last decade, I've kind of, I haven't really visited with family a lot. I kind of was doing my own thing. You know, I was kind of going through a thing at work where I was pretty stressed out at work, and anyway, short story, yeah, I haven't really connected a lot with family and friends over the last decade, and I thought I had plenty of time. And so I'm just angry that, you know, through my own selfishness or something, that, yeah, I lost time with someone and didn't realize how finite that time was going to be. So I can't talk about it anymore because I'll just lose it. I'll totally lose it. I was trying to have a nice private conversation, but it's just too hot. It's just way, way hot in there. So let's go for a walk because I have one more thing to say. So the sun just went over the hill and it's just absolutely gorgeous right now. One of the things I've wanted to talk about for a while now and didn't know how was, well, Petey passed away too. Petey passed away a little bit before Kelly did, and I just didn't know how to talk about it on social media, so I haven't posted anything, and I was really struggling with how to say it or whatever, so yeah, it's been a crappy 2017. Yeah, I thought it was going to get better. I thought 2016 was about as bad as it's going to get, and no, it's even worse. So the 4th of July is coming up in a few days here, and after that I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to head up to Washington because some friends are going to be meeting up there, and so I'd like to see them. So I just really have to budget for the next few months because, yeah, that $750 mistake really hurt a lot. And my car needed to be serviced, and I thought that was going to be about $400. It turns out it was $800, but you know, they were like, oh, you need your transmission fluid flushed, you need your coolant flushed, and some other stuff. And I was just like, well, you know, transmission sounds like a really important thing. Yeah, your coolant, that sounds pretty important in the middle of summer too. So yeah, they were like, oh, you should do this and that, and yeah, I just said do it, right? Because, yeah, I don't want to break down somewhere in the middle of summer, so yeah, a little budgeting coming up, but I have a bunch of videos from this winter that I haven't edited, and so I'm going to be posting those up right away. So I have some videos from Slab City and stuff like that, so yeah, those are going to get posted right away. Well, alright, the wind is really kicking up now. I'm gonna say goodnight here, and apologize for such a depressing and horrible video. Probably shouldn't put this one out at all, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna make something simple for dinner, probably some freeze-dried soup. I have curry soup and it's actually really good, so I'll make some of that, but alright, I'm just gonna say goodnight. Good night.